Hello. In this video, I'm going to show you how to change the 2016 Dodge Dart stock amber bulbs on your interior, or your dome map, whatever you call it. I'm not sure what it's actually called. I just know it's your inside lights. Alright, this will take about maybe 5-10 minutes tops. You don't have to know any electrical wiring or anything. The only thing you're going to need is your flathead screwdriver or a flat edge. Either one is fine. All you need it for is to pry off the clips, to gently release the clips to get this down. And there's actually two ways you could do it. The way that I'm not going to show is the one that I personally couldn't get. And if you're anything like I am, your fingers are too big to reach into the tiny hole. Because with this, you have to take off this cover, and then there's a little silver piece underneath this. And you got to take that out. And then you have to reach your tiny fingers into the light socket to pull out the bulb. And then after that, you got to make sure it's right, and it's just a lot of hassle. The way I do it is, I feel, is a lot simpler and takes less time and less of a chance of breaking anything. What I personally do is I just gently pry it off right here on the driver's side light, but you can do it wherever you like, wherever you feel is easiest for you. The clip, there's 4 clips holding this in place. There's 2 right here and 2 back here. So what you would do is you just you're taking the entire thing off. You just get your flathead or flat edge in there, just get it popped down. And the way I do it, the metal piece may pop off, but it won't fall off yet. You just gently remove it down. You have to pull a little on the back end, and then just pull it out on the front end. Alright, and it's fallen out, so you just slide it right back in place. And if you need to know how to do it, just look at your other one that did not pop off, and if they both pop off, make sure that you have this part, the little curved piece. But anyways, and you cannot let it dangle, because the wire, it's only held up by about 3 wires, and they're not very strong. So what you do is, let's see if I can get this worked around for you guys. I hope you can see that. But right here is your light sockets. They just twist right out. And then once you get your light, so since you can't let it dangle, you just slide the little front end back, slides right back in, and then just barely push this back in. You'll feel it click. And then here's your bulb. And with LED bulbs, they are polarized, which means they only work one way. So if I was to flip this, it will not work. Oh, and in case I didn't tell you, it's okay if you've already started it with me, but you are supposed to make sure your dash lights, the lights on your dash, are turned off, where, like, if you open the door, the lights don't come on. So, and then once you get your bulb in, you just twist it right back in. See if I can get that angle for you all. Probably not. But anyways, there's the screw. You just place it right back in there. And then it clicks into place. It only fits one way, so you may have to twist it a little bit, like I'm having to do. But it does fit. And then you check and see if the bulb works. Oh no, it doesn't work. So what you do, you take it right back out. Sit this back up there for a second. And you just flip your bulb 180 degrees. And I will link these LEDs that I have in the description. They come in multiple colors. This set that I'm currently using is just a set of 6. But I've also bought a 11-piece set, which comes with all the lights. But since I have the base model for the Dodge Dart, the most base you could get, I don't have all those options, so I had to go buy me another set. But once you get it, just twist it right back in place. And if it still doesn't light up, there's this little white piece here. You push it, make sure it's pushed in. And then you just check and see if it works. Hey, there we go, it works. Alright, and then for the other side, I already have it. You just do the exact same thing. It's just opposite. So, then you just push it. Once you're done, you put the top part in first, and then you just push the back end all the way up. Tap it a few times just to make sure it's in there if you would like. And then see if it'll come down. Try to pull it down. And if it doesn't, you're good to go. It's clipped back in there. And I don't have the sunroof, but yes, it will still work with all these controls. So you just be careful. And if you open your sunroof on accident, it's okay. It's not going to hurt anything. And that's that. It takes about 5-10 minutes. You don't have to have hardly any knowledge of electrical or automotive or anything like that. All you need is the flat edge and the bulbs. And if I forgot to mention, I may have already mentioned it, and if I have, I'm sorry, but the bulbs may be hot. Like your factory amber bulbs, they may be hot. If they're hot, they're only hot because they're on. So you can just grab yourself a pair of pliers if they're too hot for you to touch. Or if you don't have any pliers, you could just let them cool off for a minute or two. And then you just pull out the stock bulb and put in your LED. And then just to check and make sure they all work. Once you get all the ones you want installed, you just turn your lights back on your dash and open your door. See? It works. There you go. That means you did it right. Alright, if y'all have any questions or comments or anything, just let me know. And just let me know in the comments. As I stated before, I will link all of the bulbs that I used and mentioned in the description. And this is by no means a sponsored video. This is just for, well, it's not entertainment, it's just for it's just for education on how to do it. Alright. Thank y'all for watching. Have a good one.